Finally, I got a list of babies. I'm missing one somewhere. It says I have 59. I think I'm missing one. I've been trying. I can't figure it out. I'll figure it out. Let's go with the 59 we have so far. Absolute euphoria. You know, it never ceases to amaze me. Sometimes when horses, they can't pace, make a few little changes, they pace a little bit more, make a few little changes, and then boom, they take right off on the pace. Not only sometimes do they take off, but they look like a totally different horse, like a complete metamorphosis of a shell of an animal to a fully functional horse. And man, oh man, absolute euphoria. You guys, wait until you see this filly go. She couldn't pace up until Monday, Tuesday, something like that. Man, she has done nothing but pace all week, and she looks very, very good. Always Charming is a trotter that is going to slide under the radar, not after the 24th, but has up until this point. Brody went with the horse, and I said, oh, I couldn't put my finger on. Who is that horse? That is Caviar Roxy Dew's brother, and he looks awesome. Wait until you see this horse go. This is one of the horses that really floored me this week. I didn't see that coming and just come out of nowhere and looks like $1 million. Absolute euphoria. Wasn't that surprising? Beautifully built filly. It was only a matter of time before she did it, and then when she took off, I wasn't super shocked, but it was impressive to watch. But Always Charming was a horse that really crept up on me. Anchors Up. I haven't got a real chance to see this colt. He was sick. This week coming. Stay tuned. Take this list and then watch next week's list and see how I talk about the horses in. Because there's a couple of horses on here that really haven't got a chance to get some polish on them. And Anchors Up is one of them because he was sick. But I suspect he'll look great. Austral Hanover is a horse I mentioned in an earlier video. We actually had the hobbles on this horse a couple of times. He didn't love them, but he did his work properly, understood his job. We took them off him, added some weight, and lo and behold, Danny said the horse was bomb-proof the other day and trotted great. We'll see how great he looks heading into the open house this year. Captain of the Year is a Captain Treacher's colt. And if you guys had said, he just can't do his work, you got to geld him, you got to do this, you got to do that, and everybody kept giving ideas of what, just relax. First thing the horse needs is time. You're expecting too much. And again, took off this week. I actually trained this horse a mile in 2:53, and he looked very, very good on Wednesday. Carter Michael Dio made a couple of breaks on Wednesday. This is a horse I hold in extremely high regard. Made a couple of breaks on Wednesday. I think he was goofing off a little bit. You know, that's what happens. You get out, we have people that ride the horses, jog the horses in the morning. Just call them riders, right? These aren't necessarily drivers, trainers. These are just people that are here to exercise the animals. And obviously, sometimes they don't get taught a lot. And you go to jump on them and go, and I had expectations were here, and Carter Michael Dio kind of came in underneath, but you could tell it was just because of a lack of experience and a lack of pushing. This horse also missed a week or so because of sickness, but next week he's going to work very hard. Carter Michael Dio, I added some weight to him yesterday after his workout, and I'll be going with him all next week, so you can be sure come drone day he'll look very, very good. Cash Deals looks good. Mario's done a great job with his barn again. The horses look professional on the track. Very happy with what I see. Chocolate for Lunch, another horse you're going to see look very good on open house day. This is No Free Lunch's sister by Dally. Now, we had a nice filly we had sold by Dally a year ago, something like that. She's racing in the backup class now. Was second to James's good filly the other night and looked very good doing it. So, Trafalgar. So, this is by the same sire as Trafalgar, Dally, half-sister to No Free Lunch, and she looks good. Can't wait to see her start to pick up speed. Columbus, this guy needs castrated. He just refuses to pay attention all the time. You can see James is trotting along perfect on the other side. Man, this guy can go. He looks nice, and boom, he was gone. Just took a right turn and acted up. Just always doing stupid shit. It's just, excuse my French, but he just needs to be castrated. Once he does, I think you're going to see the horse we all know is in there is going to come up very quickly. Coupe de Ville, she got sick a little bit, then she touched her knee and it blew up. She had a rough week and a half, this filly. Just try and get some weight back on her and have her looking sharp. But Coupe de Ville is a filly that will come forward here soon enough. Crantini, I told you guys, just needed chip away. We are going to castrate him, but we haven't, and we won't be able to until open house day. And Crantini looks fantastic on the track. Cunning Connie looks great. I've kept singing her praises for a while now. I want to go with her this week also. I'm going to make a list of horses I want to go with this week. Cunning Connie is on that list. Cutie Cumber is a monster. She does everything right. Very, very happy with her, and she looked great again the other day. Depend on It, another horse that's going to need some work. I'm just going to put it here. Cunning Connie, Depend on It. Where's the other one up here? Carter Michael Dio. These are mine this week. Depend on It loves to do his work. He just brushing himself, getting out of gear. Just a matter of working with him and giving him some confidence that he can do his work, and we will this week. Dreaming of Credit is picked it up. He's starting to look good. Again, we're going to castrate this guy and let him fill out a little bit. No particular reason. He's not on the top of the list. If we have 11 or 12 to castrate, he's last on the list, but he's on that list. Enzo Aguelo. He looked great the other day. I actually trained him a mile in 2:52, and he looked good. Can't wait to see him open house day. Fashion Presidente, another horse, desperately needs castrated and needs some polish. This guy, it's going to be a chore to have him looking in ship shape come December 24th, but we'll endeavor to do it. Trust me when I tell you, after we get his jewels out of him. Much better horse. Five Fish Species. This is Bomb Hugger's full stitcher. She looks great. Not shocking. Bomb Hugger, we all know about Bomb Hugger last year. It was a great filly for us. This is her full sister. She's bigger, longer than Bomb Hugger. Little offset in the knees, but no signs that that's going to bother her. And the way she just floats over the ground, I really doubt it will. Full Heart is going to surprise everybody. This is Ailson's sister. She's tall, beautiful, long. She's by full count. The only full count we've ever had. This filly looks fabulous on the track. You guys are going to fall in love with her quick come the 24th. Gandalf the Black continues to do his work well. Very happy with him. GJ's ATM, at this point, him and Rosita's Dream look very good. The little white-faced fella has to do some work to catch up, but he was sick. It's not his fault. GJ's ATM looks like a very nice trotter. For an Illinois bred and a jurisdictional type trotter, looks very, very good on the track. High Enterprise, nothing makes me feel better than to have a horse that was one of my top picks start to show up. Now, we're 7.5 months from 7 months. 7 months from getting to see how they look. 7.5 from first stake race. And I can tell you right now that I would be heartbroken if High Enterprise does not turn out to be a very nice filly. It's a nice filly. Hill Street Blues looks good, does all his work really, really well. I too, I haven't got a lot of chance to go with this guy. I'm a little vague with him because I haven't gone with him, but I've seen him on the track. Everything we expect of him so far, he's done. He looks nice. Horn Player can absolutely fly. This is a big, loafy gated filly. You're going to like her when you see her on the 24th also. Knicks Go. This is Mark Beckwith's horse. There was a little bit of sickness in the barn, so we couldn't ship him and Sir Bubbles home. They're going to stay with us through the 24th and then go back home. That will be the end of them being at the stable, but very happy they're here. This guy's got a little bit of a curb on him. I said to Mark, I just talked to him a while ago, I said, I'd like to blister, cool it out, and then cryo it, if you don't mind, before you take him home. I just think the way it looks, I think we should hit it with a little blister first. So Knicks Go, none of this will stop him from being in the open house on the 24th. Lady All-Star, pay attention. Lady All-Star was my top pick in Ontario. The whole reason I went to the win-back sale was to buy this filly. Very difficult to break, laid down all the time. Didn't break anything because she wasn't big enough to break anything, but could have. Did not want it. Beautiful in the barn, beautiful on the track, but getting from point A to point B is a task sometimes. Yesterday, she was really acting up, just threw it right into park and would not go anywhere. Her head check was a little tight. I loosened it up, went on the track with her. I went a mile in 2:48 with that filly, and she could have went a mile in probably 35 the way she felt. This is a powerful, powerful filly. She's not big, but we knew that going in. She is a beautiful filly. The fastest one by most cases over 10 seconds, by a few cases 5 or 6, but easily the fastest, most fluid trotter we have right now. She covers the ground quick. I really, really like Lady All-Star, and nobody is happier to hear me say that than me. This was my top pick in Ontario. I really like Lady All-Star. Landing Pad, Jimmy loves this horse. I love this horse. I thought, again, I'll reiterate this as we go through the list where I had them pegged, what I thought they'd go for. Landing Pad, I thought 80 or 90. That's what he'd bring. He was originally on my top list, and then I said, I opted to look elsewhere, especially in the sale with Tactical Tactor. But then Landing Pad ended up bringing $42,000, which is a lot of money, but quite meager. Less than a little, maybe a hair more than the low end of half of what I thought he would bring. Really impressed with this horse. Now, in Lexington, we picked up Landing Strip, another tactical landing. This is the brother to Pinkman. And quite frankly, I didn't know what to think. Good-looking colt. James tells me this is the fastest horse we have. Not very conflicting reports. Johnny McKinnon, as of right now, says Full Heart is the fastest horse we have. James thinks it's Landing Strip. Jimmy said raved about Landing Pad. Danny likes Spitfire Overseas, and I can tell you with the utmost confidence right now, at this point today, none of them want any part of Lady All-Star. Now, that's not to say come 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 7.5 months from now, that won't change. I suspect it quite will. But Lady All-Star, nobody wants any part of her right now. Landing Strip has looked awesome on the track. Leaps and Bounds has looked good on the track too. Amy loves this filly. She goes there. I might go there Wednesday just to see how she feels. She loves her. Lost Spirit's doing his work well. A little choppy gated fella. He's going to have to work a little harder for my like, but he's doing his work well. Did everything we've asked him to do. We'll see what that turns into over the next few months. May lose control. I get suckered into getting this guy, Bill. This is the brother to Sunshine and May that we had a couple of years ago. May lose control, does his work well, looks good on the track, but a lot of ground between now and qualifying time in July. Magical Tom, I told everybody, why isn't this horse selling out? I can't believe he's got shares left. I warned everybody, and just when I went to pull the trigger and buy all the shares, somebody beat me to it. Actually, a number of people beat me to it. The last time he trained and he looked incredible, shockingly, everybody went in and bought them up. This was one of the biggest value purchases we made all season, and you guys were extremely stubborn, worth noting. For almost a month, left him there, floundering with shares left. Should have just followed my gut and bought them all. I can't buy them all. And I'm happy that everybody get in on him, and I'm happy that he's looked good to date. It's a nice call. Marshall Zukov, Danny loves this colt. This is my father's colt. This is a shadow play colt that my dad bred and sent up here to torture me all winter, and he's a good-looking colt. I can't wait to see him on open house day. Merchant Man, I can tell you who's the fastest, who looks, but the one that intrigues me, well, one of the most, I really, really love Carter Michael Dio. Now, if you remember way back to the sale, if you followed the storyline of the sale, Steve was at the sale with me. I had bought a Muscle Hill filly, which would have made our 5th New Jersey trotting filly, I believe. Or definitely New Jersey bred. And I really wanted the next day 2 Pennsylvania breds, 2. And I told Steve, if I get them both for what I want them for, I'll give you the ticket to the Muscle Hill filly. Those horses were Carter Michael Dio and Merchant Man. I bought them both, handed over the ticket. I only got so much money. Handed over the ticket to Steve, and the rest is history so far. That's being written daily. But Merchant Man and Carter Michael Dio, both of these horses interest me and intrigue me a lot, and I can't wait to see how they train down. Merchant Man is fast. My 1%, I love this horse. You guys know the story here. We're probably going to breed Dewey into a little higher stallion this year than just my MVP. Take nothing away from my MVP, but Dewey Ann's colt looks great. Jeff Ruck tells me the filly's even bigger. I got high hopes for this guy. He looks awesome on the track. Nothing but a dreamer. Little choppy right hind going slow. That wasn't where he was off, by the way. Little choppy right hind going slow. That's where they did the OCD out. Just going to take some work with this guy. Now, I bought Ron some sweat boots from behind. He said, he won't wear them. He's going to wear them full time, starting soon. Nothing but a dreamer. Looks great on the track. Oh my gosh. You know, he's got that big, long gait. It's like he's having a contest with himself. See how long he can reach. He just drops his heel right on the track and looks fantastic. And Johnny was going by me about a week ago, and he said, it might take a little time for this guy to get it, just because he got such a big, long gait. And I said, yeah. And it was 3 laps later, he went by me. We're going the right way, and he goes, no, I think he's picked it up. And zoom, he went flying by me. This colt could be any kind of colt. He is one of the better bred horses we got. I guess that's not true. He's top 10 probably, but brother to, I believe, a world champion in Handover Bell, and a number of good horses in that pedigree. Again, this is a horse I thought would bring easy 60, 70, 80,000. We picked him up for 22. Just a really, really good looking horse on the track. Olchek was a surprise. Olchek's a homebred, full brother to Miss Brampton Beast. You might say, ooh, Miss Brampton Beast. Miss Brampton Beast paced 55 at 2, took a mark of 54 as a 3-year-old. Had talent, but was tall, lanky, and then had problems with allergies and breathing also. This guy doesn't appear to have anything else. He's a little smaller than she was. He's got a slicker, more muscular gait, quicker gait to him. Again, Adrenaline Rush's brother also. I see the best of both of those horses in this horse, and none of the failures, none of the shortcomings of those two horses. Right? Adrenaline Rush was lazy. Miss Brampton Beast also a little bit lazy, but had that tall, lanky gait. This guy's got a quick little spitfire gait to him, and he does everything right. Olchek, I think, is a better version than both of those horses, at least from what I can see, trying to compare them by memory at this time of their career. I really like this colt. He looks nice on the track. Outlaw Jesse James does everything really, really nice so far. Really happy with Outlaw Jesse James. That's a big Jim colt of Brenda's. Real Fear. Keep your eye on this horse. For those of you in Ohio saying, if you don't have it down by the seaside, you can't compete. That's just ridiculousness, right? He does have a strong book of mares. He probably will have the best horses. But you still have to have a good-looking, quick, fast, strong horse to win races. That's just the way it is. That's horse racing. And Down by the Seaside made lots of them last year. I wasn't a big fan of Fear the Dragon after the one that we had last year. Pretty small sampling. I have one more this year. Real Fear is the opposite. He's happy. He's got a nice gait. He is quick. He is strong. He is fast. Let's see if we can extrapolate that into next year and see what kind of horse we have. I mean, as I look, geez, he looks fantastic on the track. Does everything we need him to do. I couldn't come in one day and say, I need him to do a little more. No, you don't. He's doing everything perfect right now. So, as I said, when you take that and extrapolate that forward, geez, you could have a really, really nice horse. But it'll be interesting, the ride with Real Fear. I love this horse. He's happy. He does everything right. Rosita's Dream, I had a client message me the other night and said, there's people selling shares of this colt, and he was choppy and making breaks before. How is he? I told everybody, go back and watch the video. Just let me make a couple little shoeing changes with Rosita's Dream and see if he's any better. Jimmy said, I haven't gone with him in like 3 weeks. He said, man, oh man, what a different horse. He said, he's totally different now. I said, yeah, well, I told everybody when we made these changes, you're going to see a better horse. And he looked awesome training the other day. Must have won a mile in 53, 52, and looked really, really good doing it. Silent Assassin continues to look good. Big fat filly. She's doing her work well. Really happy with what she's doing down in Harrisburn. Sir Bubbles. Both these horses' names are changed now. I forget what Sir Bubbles is. Big, good looking, just a beautiful horse to be around. Probably one of the biggest horses we have. And he's a 2-year-old. 2-year-old Heston Blue Chip looks great on the track. He'll be going home shortly thereafter, Christmas Eve, but for now, looks great on the track. Sipping on My Shine. Again, I looked through everything. Now, the Ohio Breds had a head start on these horses, right? We bought them before them. So it's not that uncommon for them to look a little bit better right now, but Sipping on My Shine looks very, very good on the track. We had a couple of Ohio Breds here. I'm going to talk about another one here in a minute. But Sipping on My Shine looks really good. Sir Strong, I don't know if we're going to geld this horse. He's steady, he's a little sharp, he's a muscle hill, and he looks so good on the track. I can't wait to see this guy go open house day. I've seen Danny cut him loose. I cut him loose the one day. He looks really nice. This is a really deep end of the order, I'll tell you right now. Sister Solange, one of the biggest value purchases we made, I believe. This was a filly that went for $35,000. I thought she'd go for a little bit more. Very happy to have her, and she is very impressive on the track. Smoking Hot Irish Girl, this is Yes's sister. She continues to look good coming off the virus, getting stronger and healthier, looking really, really good on the track. Spitfire Overseas is Danny's top pick of the entire barn. Top pick. He loves this horse. He looks great on the track. I haven't gone with him that much. Danny kind of hogs him to himself. I can't wait to see this horse on December 24th. Sunshine's Legacy, another homebred pacing filly sent to us, Ontario bred. This is a horse we used to have, Rito Sunshine. Wasn't a great horse, but he had his issues, right? He had some problems that he overcame, and I respect him for doing that. this filly doesn't appear to have any of the issues. She looks awesome on the track. I really, really like what I see in Sunshine's Legacy. Swinging Senorita does everything good also. A What the Hill, I thought she was an Uncle Peter. Johnny corrected me. She is a What the Hill, but man, she looks very good on the track. Tactical Mounds looks good, does her work right every single day. Tailgate Buzz does his work right every single day. And then we get to our big boy, Tactical Tactor. Look good on the track. We're just going easy with both him. I find him and Una Madonna. Now, one was Harrisburg, one was Lexington. Just taking our time with both of them, but they look very good, both those horses on the track. Tactical Tactor look great. Twin Cedars All-Star. James doesn't like this guy, right? He says he's lazy, but he's still a stud. I got to castrate him. We will. You might say, why haven't you? Because there was sickness in the barn. That's why. And we didn't want to start castrating horses, especially with sick horses around. You know, you have an open wound that's trying to heal. It's better to have the horses healthy when you do it. We'll get those horses castrated over Christmas holidays. It won't be a problem. Twin Cedars All-Star needs castrated, but he'll be fine after that. Una Madonna, as I said, very fluid, beautiful gait. She looked good on the track the other day. Victor Cruz looked good on the track the other day. Very, very happy with this guy also. Warwi Yuri, I'm going to tell you right now, Warwi Yuri is going to look like crap training down for a while. He's a big, lanky colt, heavy, heavy frame on him. Can't hurt him, so we're just going to take our time with him. So you can file him into the same type of program we had for 3-Point Blue Chip last year. It's going to be wait and see. If he's ready to go, we'll go. If he's not, he won't. And that's where we're at with Warwi Yuri. Keep in mind, this is a Cadabra brother to Warwi Roo, right? Very, very strong family, top to bottom. Very, very nice colt. Just take your time. We'll have him up and get him fluoroscoped also. There's a number of horses on here. Got to get fluoroscoped, probably starting with that guy, but just going to take our time with him. So don't be in a rush with Warwi Yuri. Whispering Song does everything right on the track. Very happy with her. Now, a horse I want to go with because I haven't had a chance to. No, I won't be able to. Maybe until Wednesday. Wouldn't it be nice heading in Trapped Epiglottis? Not something that needed operated on right now. Something we're going to try and treat with medication and try and loosen that up. If it has to be trimmed, then we'll trim it. But for now, just gave her a week of easy work, some field work, some easy work, and we will get her back moving this week and get her scoped again, see where that epiglottis is. So it's stuck sometimes, and it's usually from swelling. So you take that swelling out, and it starts to move fine. Will that come up and happen again? It's possible, but trimming, that's nothing. It's not a big deal at all. So we'll see where everybody is. And right now, I'm very happy with everyone. I give everybody, you guys all have an honest look at where everybody is, and my expectations are of every horse in our barn moving forward. Some horses really caught my eye. As I said, I was blown away by Lady All-Star the other day, how good she looked, how comfortable and strong and fluid her gait was. A lot of horses are going to catch up, but for now, they are going to have to try and catch up to her. She looked very good on the weekend. Anyway, I'll talk to all you guys soon. That's all the videos. That's everything done. Races are canceled in Flamborough. I might have me a beer. Or a mule. No, mule. I will talk to you all very, very soon. Take care.